Hi, I'm Dave of DS Plumbing. This month we're talking about freezing pipes. Pipes that freeze obviously occur only in the winter. Generally, it's when the temperatures get below -15 degrees Celsius, and usually in older homes, pre-1960s. Pipes will usually freeze if the house that they're in is not properly insulated, or they just happen to be in an area where cold air can get to them and blow past the insulation, causing them to freeze. How can you tell if your pipes are frozen? Now, water can stop flowing for a number of reasons, but when it's freezing, it's normally fairly obvious. The temperature outside is going to be cold. On top of that, what you'll probably find is that not all the pipes in your house will actually stop flowing. You'll find that you go to your kitchen, the taps don't work. But if you went to the bathroom upstairs, everything works just fine, or vice versa. If their flow was great several hours beforehand, chances are it's freezing. So you've discovered your pipes are frozen. What can you do at this point? If it hasn't been very long, there's a good chance that you're not going to have any problems. In which case, all you need to do is thaw the pipes out and everything will work out just fine for you. You'll have water flowing again, problem's over. So how do you go about that? First of all, you have to try and find the location of your pipe that's actually frozen. Now, typically this is going to be a cold area. So if you have a section of the house that has drafts, places where you keep doors closed because it's cold and you don't want it to affect the rest of your comfort, those would be the first spots to try. So once you've found the location you think that the pipes are frozen, you can attack this in several different ways. It's quite common that you could find that maybe this year someone has moved something around in your basement or that area, and what they've done is they've actually not allowed the air inside your house to flow around the pipes, in which case they're keeping the heat that's in the house from moving and helping to thaw the pipes out. So if you can expose those pipes to the air, then over time naturally the heat of the house might get into the pipes and let them thaw out. To help thaw your pipes out, as well as exposing the pipes themselves to more of the household air, you can apply heat to that area. So you can get a room heater going, a fan, to help again circulate more of the warm air from the house or into that section and allow the pipes to thaw out naturally and slowly. You can go one stage further and actually use a hairdryer or some other form of heat to get close to the pipes. Now, just in case the pipes have burst, you do have to be careful of this because there is a chance of electric shock. If the pipe thaws out and all of a sudden that area starts spraying water at you. So you do have to be careful with that, but it is an option. If you've had an area in your house where you know that when the temperature gets cold, the pipes are going to freeze, there's a couple of things you can do. The most basic one is to leave a tap dripping in that area. What this does is allows a certain amount of water to flow, hence the dripping, but by having the water flow, a lot more cold air needs to get to the pipe to actually get it to freeze in the first place. You can relate to this by looking at Niagara Falls and seeing how long does it take for that to freeze. Quite a while. Other methods to save yourself from having to bother freezing pipes is to make sure that your heating system is working. Now you can do this by having your heating system regularly serviced. You can also make sure that the temperature is set so that in the evening the temperature may go down, but not say anything below 15 degrees Celsius. This way you keep a minimum amount of warm air in the house, even if it's cold. This is especially important if you're a snowbird and you actually go away for the winter. Following the lines of making sure that your heating system is working, you have to go to that extra stage and actually make sure that when it is on and the fan blows, the warm air is actually getting to all areas of your house. It's very common to find that over time people will shut off vents in certain rooms. If this happens, they need to be opened in the winter so that the warm air will actually flow and fill those spots. Again, the emphasis here is to keep your house nice and warm so that the heat will actually get to the pipes and keep them from freezing. Another messier method of thawing out your pipes is to use rags and hot water. You can do this by either immersing the rags in hot water and then wrapping them around the frozen section, or wrapping the rags around the pipe and pouring hot water on. This picture shows a section of copper pipe that has been burst due to freezing. From the small hole, quite a lot of water gets produced, and it's the same as having a tap full open in your house. Not a pleasant thing. So what happens if you've unfortunately found that your pipe has burst? Now in this instance, it's an emergency. Quite commonly, the location of your mainline valve is going to be right next to your water meter in the basement towards the front of your house. This isn't always a guarantee, but it's something you should locate nonetheless. And obviously make sure that it works. If you are unfortunate enough to find that you do have a frozen pipe and you're concerned about how bad it might be or if it might be burst, please give us a call at DS Plumbing or check our website out at www.dsplumbing.ca and we'll be able to send someone out to you to help you right away.